Beauty has been a subject of fascination for philosophers throughout history, each offering unique perspectives and insights. In this episode of Philosopher Photographer, we will delve into the teachings of renowned philosophers, examine various aspects and interpretations of beauty, and learn how to think about beauty through a philosophical as well as the camera's lens. Beauty is a universal experience that touches our lives in countless ways. From the majesty of a sunset to the elegance of a work of art, beauty has the power to evoke deep emotions, inspire us, and give us meaning to our existence. But what exactly is beauty? Is it purely subjective, or are there objective qualities that define it? These are the questions that philosophers have grappled with for centuries. As we navigate this complex and enchanting topic, we will draw upon the wisdom of some of the greatest minds in philosophy. We will explore how their ideas have shaped our understanding of beauty and how their insights can guide us in our own pursuit of aesthetic appreciation and personal growth. So let us embark on this intellectual adventure and uncover the secrets of beauty through the eyes of philosophy. In his seminal work Symposium, Plato presents a profound and influential theory of beauty that has resonated through the ages. Through the words of Socrates, Plato's teacher and the central figure of the dialogue, we are introduced to a revolutionary concept of beauty that challenges our everyday understanding and invites us to contemplate the true nature of this elusive and captivating phenomenon. At the heart of Plato's philosophy lies the theory of forms that we discussed in episode 1. It's a metaphysical framework that posits the existence of a higher realm of perfect, eternal, and unchanging essences, of which the objects and experiences of the material world are merely imperfect copies or shadows. According to Plato, true beauty is not to be found in the fleeting and transient appearances of physical objects, but rather in the eternal and immutable form of beauty itself. This form exists in a realm beyond the physical world, accessible only through the mind's eye and the pursuit of wisdom and contemplation. In Symposium, Socrates engages in a dialogue with his interlocutors, exploring the nature of love and its relationship to beauty. Through this discourse, Plato presents a powerful and transformative vision of beauty that transcends the merely sensual or superficial. Socrates argues that the true lover of beauty must progress through a series of stages, beginning with a love of beautiful physical objects and gradually ascending to a love of beautiful souls, beautiful ideas, and ultimately the form of beauty itself. This ascent represents a spiritual journey of the soul, a movement from the realm of appearances to the realm of true reality and enlightenment. As Socrates explains, but what if man had eyes to see the true beauty, the divine beauty, pure and clear and unalloyed, not clogged with the pollutions of mortality and all the colors and vanities of human life, thither looking and holding converse with the true beauty divine and simple, and bringing into being and educating true creations of virtue and not idols only. This passage encapsulates the essence of Plato's concept of beauty, emphasizing the need to look beyond the physical world and contemplate the divine, pure, and eternal nature of beauty itself. Plato's theory of beauty is deeply intertwined with his broader philosophical system, particularly his understanding of the nature of reality and the role of the philosopher in the pursuit of truth and wisdom. For Plato, the philosopher is the lover of wisdom, the one who seeks to ascend from the world of appearances to the world of true reality. The philosopher's task is to cultivate a love for the divine and to seek beauty in the realm of ideas, virtue, and goodness rather than merely in fleeting physical appearances. This conception of beauty has profound implications for how we understand art, aesthetics, and the role of beauty in human life. Plato's theory suggests that true art is not merely the imitation of physical objects, but rather the expression of the eternal forms and the pursuit of divine beauty. The artist, in this view, is not simply a craftsman or a technician, but a seeker of truth and a guide to the higher realms of reality. Further, Plato's concept of beauty is intimately connected to his understanding of love and the nature of the soul. In Symposium, Plato presents a powerful and transformative vision of love as the desire for the good and the beautiful, a desire that ultimately leads the soul to a union with the divine. Through the ascent of the ladder of love, the individual progresses from a love of beautiful physical objects to a love of beautiful souls, and ultimately to a love of form of beauty itself. Plato's concept of beauty thus serves as a foundation and a guiding light for our ongoing exploration of this fascinating and elusive subject. As we continue our journey through the history of philosophical thought on beauty, we will build upon Plato's insight and explore how subsequent thinkers have grappled with and expanded upon his ideas. So let us carry forward the spirit of Plato's philosophy and continue to seek beauty in the highest and most profound manifestations. Aristotle, in his work Poetics, discusses beauty in relation to the concept of the golden mean. The golden mean suggests that beauty lies in balance, proportion, and the avoidance of extremes. Aristotle states the chief forms of beauty are order and symmetry and definiteness, which the mathematical sciences demonstrate in a special degree. This implies that beauty is found in harmonious arrangements, symmetrical structures, and clear, well-defined forms. Aristotle's view encourages us to appreciate beauty in the balance and proportion of things, whether it be in art, nature, or human character. Beauty, according to Aristotle, is not merely an aesthetic quality, but a reflection of the order and harmony inherent in the universe. Aristotle's concept of the golden mean extends beyond aesthetics and into the realm of ethics. He argues that virtue lies in the middle ground between excess and deficiency. Just as beauty is found in balance and proportion, a virtuous life is one that avoids extremes and maintains a harmonious balance. Aristotle's philosophy of beauty and the golden mean invites us to cultivate a sense of balance and moderation in all aspects of life. It encourages us to seek beauty not only in external objects, but also in the way we live our lives. By striving for harmony, proportion, and the avoidance of extremes, we can create a life that is both beautiful and virtuous. Moving on to the 18th century, we encounter the German philosopher Immanuel Kant and his thoughts on beauty and the sublime. In his work Critique of Judgment, Kant distinguishes between two types of aesthetic experiences, the beautiful and the sublime. According to Kant, beauty is characterized by a sense of pleasure, harmony, and purposiveness in an object. It evokes a feeling of calm contemplation and is often associated with objects that are well proportioned, symmetrical, and pleasing to the senses. On the other hand, the sublime is an aesthetic experience that arises from encountering something vast, powerful, or even terrifying, such as the immensity of the ocean or the grandeur of a mountain range. Kant describes sublime as sublime is the name given to what is absolutely great. Kant's distinction between the beautiful and the sublime encourages us to appreciate beauty not only in the harmonious and pleasing aspects of the world, but also in the awe-inspiring and emotionally stirring experiences that challenge our understanding and imagination. Furthermore, Kant argues that the experience of the sublime is closely tied to our moral sensibilities. When we encounter something vast and overwhelming, it reminds us of our own smallness and limitations. However, it also reveals the power of our reason and our ability to comprehend and appreciate the magnitude of the world around us. Friedrich Nietzsche offers a unique perspective on beauty in relation to his concept of the will to power. Nietzsche challenges traditional notions of beauty and argues that it is not an objective quality, but rather a manifestation of the will to power. In The Will to Power, Nietzsche writes, "The world seen from within, the world defined and determined according to its intelligible character, it would be will to power and nothing else." This suggests that beauty, like all other qualities, is a result of the dynamic interplay of forces and the striving for power and self-assertion. Nietzsche encourages us to view beauty not as a static, objective property, but as a dynamic expression of life, creativity, and the affirmation of existence. Beauty, in Nietzsche's view, is not merely an aesthetic experience, but a reflection of the fundamental nature of reality as the will to power. Lastly, Nietzsche's philosophy of beauty is closely tied to his concept of the Übermensch, or the Superman. The Übermensch represents the idea of a self-created individual who embraces life in all its challenges and possibilities, and who creates their own values and aesthetics. For Nietzsche, the Übermensch embodies the highest form of beauty, as they represent the creative power and self-affirmation of the will to power. Nietzsche's philosophy of beauty challenges us to rethink our understanding of aesthetics and to embrace a more dynamic and life-affirming view of the world. It encourages us to see beauty not through a passive, objective quality, but as an active, creative force that we can shape and cultivate through our own actions and will. By embracing the will to power and striving towards the ideal of the Übermensch, we can create a life and photos that are both beautiful and meaningful. Our philosophical journey through the concept of beauty has revealed diverse and thought-provoking perspectives, from Plato's eternal form of beauty to Aristotle's golden mean, from Kant's distinction between the beauty and the sublime to Nietzsche's will to power. Each philosopher offers unique insights into the nature and significance of beauty. By engaging with these philosophical ideas, we can enrich our understanding and appreciation of beauty in all its forms. We are encouraged to look beyond mere physical appearances and seek beauty in the realm of ideals, virtue, balance, and the affirmation of life itself. The philosophical exploration of beauty invites us to reflect on our own lives and the way we perceive and create beauty in the world around us. It challenges us to cultivate a more profound and nuanced understanding of aesthetics, one that encompasses not only sensory pleasure, but also moral, spiritual, and existential dimensions. As we navigate the world, let us embrace a philosophical mindset and cultivate a deep appreciation for the many facets of beauty that surround us. Whether it be in the harmonious proportions of art, the awe-inspiring grandeur of nature, or the dynamic expression of creativity and beauty, it invites us to contemplate the profound mysteries of existence and our place within it. Lastly, let us remember that beauty is not merely a passive experience, but an active force that we can shape and cultivate through our own choices and actions. By embracing the philosophical insights of thinkers like Plato, Aristotle, Kant, and Nietzsche, we can develop a more empowered and life affirming approach to photographing beauty, one that enables us to create meaning, value, and purpose in our photos. As we conclude this exploration of beauty through the lens of philosophy and photography, I encourage you to carry these ideas with you and apply them to your own life and photography. Seek beauty in all its forms, both in the world around you and within yourself. Cultivate a sense of balance, harmony, and virtue in your thoughts and actions. Embrace the awe inspiring power of the sublime and the creative potential of the will to power. And above all, never cease to wonder, question, and explore the profound mysteries of beauty and our existence. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.